Okay, out for a little Cessna adventure this morning. Bob and I get her down to the end of the runway and push the throttle on. Wind was blowing out of the northeast just a little bit this morning, so kind of favored this runway. So down the patch we went, and wind was, like I said, wind was blowing a little bit right now, but it was a lot worse on the way back. You can see we get it hopped off and kind of headed over toward them trees, and a little step on the rudder pedal, get her straightened back up. I says, go to the right here this time. There's a little cut in the trees here we can get through if we absolutely have to, but it seemed to be flying pretty good. So headed into the morning sun there, and got it out through the cut in the trees and over the power line, and we just cruised along the 4-lane for a while, and you can see how hazy it is. It's like, oh my God, you couldn't see for crap today. But ended up in Old Forge. Here we go. Somebody there with a Bonanza, and had it tied down. Wasn't anybody around, so we went over and visited the edge of the woods there and checked for bears, and there was nobody around. So I says, well, you know what? You can see the wind blowing just about crossways of the runway up here on the wind side. So I said, well, it isn't going to make any difference which way we take off. Let's go toward the west where there's clear approach. So like at home, we take off where when we get it flying, we don't have to make only the treetops. So you head off to the north or to the west, and you get it flying, and then you can fly right down through the river valley, through the beaver ponds. And you don't have to worry about any massive climb performance up here in the mountains, because I'll tell you, this runway is all surrounded by hills, and they're not real high, but if you can't climb over the top of them, it don't matter. So here we go down the runway, and we got her hopped in the air. I said, flatten the ground effect and get some speed, and we'll just go up over these trees, and then off to the right here, you'll see it. There's the river, and beaver meadows and what have you, and you can see where there's no trees right there to the right. So we're just flying down through the valley, and just letting us speed up. Climbed up Delta Lake on the way home, and it was blowing hard when we got home out of the east. So I says, you better let me do this. So dive it right down in, and you hear just a little squeak on the stall warning, and we get her plopped on, back home safe and sound from Old Forge. Good job, Bob.